3, 2, 1. We have hello and welcome to the Vegan Steven podcast. Vegan Steven podcast is a parody of a podcast. Vegan Steven is a fictional character. All characters and events in the show, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional. All celebrity voices are impersonated. Pointy, the following program contains coarse language, and due to its content, it should not be viewed by anyone. Hello, I am your host, Vegan Steven. That's right. Here for one day only, or something like that. The time is 12:34. Are you sick of coronavirus? Messing up your days, messing up your days. You wanna smoke some hash, you wanna buy stupid shit in the shop, but you can't anymore. Restrictions being lifted in Ireland anyway on Monday. Monday's gonna be fun day. Man died, suspected workplace accident in Kildare. Jeez, I thought you weren't allowed to work. Anyway, Dublin job losses, Ryanair employees and all those kind of things. So, loads more jobs being lost. And also, meat. Oh shit! Are we skipping the triggers? I'll whisper it just, and if you're easily, we'll whisper it quickly. Some took it seriously, some didn't. COVID-19 cases in meat plants labelled gravely seriously. Oh my god! Oh my word! You can get fucking corona off eating an old meat sandwich now. What's going on? Can't walk down the street without getting coronavirus now. It's very nice, in kind of a scary way as well, because at the moment people are, getting fed up. They're doing stupid shit, like they have their fucking their coronavirus mask on or whatever the fuck it is. They're doing stupid shit like cutting a mouth hole in it, so that they're like, I can't fucking breathe with this thing on. So they got a little fucking breathing hole in the centre. What are you doing, you absolute mophead? Just special. There was something on the journal yesterday about grandparents being able to see their grandchildren. Let's see if I can find it here. I don't know. Fucking hell. Trinity research shows 75% of workers fear contracting COVID-19 in their public transport commute. 46 comments. Ah, yeah, lads. We're flying. This is real relatable shit, isn't it? Because, oh man, people, I don't know. Even the people who are most, scared. Are you just going, fuck it, I don't care if I catch the fucking thing. Just feelings and so on. But, there you are. It's the backlash. Taoiseach meets with Catholic leaders to discuss reopening churches. Don't know why I clicked on that. Must be that guilty conscience. Alright, so there's a load of lads meet and stuff. We'll just see if any of the comments are any crack. So today, primarily, we're going to talk about having cheeky naps. We're going to have a how-to guide, goods and bads. This is Cheeky Naps with Vegan Steven. James Gorman, in response to this thing, says, awful places employee welfare means zero there. Making millions, screwing over farmers too. I'm not really sure, but Jesus Christ just says, huh? Footballer Gordon says, great contribution there, Jesus. Jerry Ryan DG says, sweet shops facilitated by a state that's not interested in private sector workers. Right, they've lost me now. These jokes are too smart for the audience, or something like that. Kat says, gorgeous picture to use the journal. Alright, lost on me. Lost on the lads. Oh, shit. Control Z doesn't work with opening tabs. Right, we got some nap guilt. What's that? What's that all about? You have a nap, you're like, oh, that's fucking lovely. But then the guilt hits you. Reasons to not feel guilty about napping. Lifehack.org. Should have a look at that. Themuse.com. Why you can stop feeling guilty about napping. Why do I feel guilty about napping? The Brain magazine. Sleep. This is Medical Daily today. Sleep for no longer than 30 minutes. The ideal nap duration is around 20 and should be no longer than 30 minutes. This helps prevent the body from reaching the deeper sleep stages, and it keeps the person from waking up feeling groggy. Yeah, I like to tell people I scream violently in my sleep and just scream curse words out at the top of my lungs. Just to make people. I'm such a dick. I just like making people on edge. So I'm always like, listen, I got something to tell you. I scream in my sleep. Yeah. We'll keep going. What is the best duration for a nap? Between 10 and 20 minutes. Jeez, who could have a 10 minute nap? Alright. Studies have tested. This is HuffPost.com. Apparently one of the have any of you guys ever heard of theonion.com? There's this newspaper, it's a satirical newspaper called The Onion, and it just has stuff like I don't know. What kind of articles piss people off? Oh god. I can't think of anything that's shocking but not horrifically offensive. Sorry. I can't do it. Wait. Alright. Studies have shown 10-20 minutes. Longer naps can cause sleep inertia, E-R-I-T-A, or a period, of grogginess and reduced performance caused by waking, W-A-K-I-N-G, in the middle of the deep sleep. There you are. Jeez, naps are very good, aren't they? Oh man, it's like having 2 days in one. Here we go. HealthCleveland.org says, naps are okay, but you probably want to nap for less than an hour. And you'll probably want to nap earlier in the day. What? That's mental. Who naps early in the day? Gee, you're only out of bed. Alright. This is mind blowing. Probably want a nap earlier, like 2 to 3 p.m. You can power nap. Maximum power. Maximum power. Fucking Jesus. Intense napping. Nap for 15 to 20 minutes. So much or better. So much the better. Alright. Napping for an hour is no longer increases your risk of falling into a deep stages of sleep. Sorry. So if you sleep an hour longer, you're risking having a shy crack. That's mental. Do you have that thing where you go for a cheeky nap and you wake up absolutely fucked and you feel like you haven't slept in days? You're like, oh, what happened? Is a 90-minute nap a good period? There is no significant benefits to this nap. Oh, jeepers. Half-hour naps cause sleep inertia, a groggy state. What? Half-hour naps? Jeez. A 90-minute nap can significantly boost one's creativity. Right, 90 minutes. That's it. There's a bit of a... If this is phobes, so they're not agreeing with each other really. This lad's saying 90 minutes. But this is... Sure, fuck context. Nap also significantly boosts one's creativity. Before the nap is a full sleep cycle. Because a nap is a full sleep cycle, waking up should come much easier. So this is the morning espresso, but I guess today's episode is going to be called the morning nap or some shit. What is a nasanap? Oh shit! Forget power naps. We got nasanaps. Fuck yeah! All right, we'll just keep creeping in. This is lifehacker.com. Ideally, keep your naps. It is 12:45. It is Friday the 15th, and it is May 2020. Alright, 15th. That's 12:45. Here we go. Ideally, and they are robins outside twerping. It's a little family of robins. There's a mammy, daddy, and a little baba. And oh Jesus! You think you never fall in love again, and then a family of fucking robins move into your garden, and you're like, oh my god! You run out fucking chasing the cats. Go out, you cunt you! You'd be hurting me, robins. Yeah, it's fucking mad. It's mad. Do you ever see lads with pet crows? Fucking mad cunts. You can raise any bird really. Well, crows and robins can be semi-tamed-ish. We're just getting a call here from the vegan ethics community. Hello, is this vegan ethics? Oh jeez. Right, they're giving out to me. Vegan council's giving out to me here. They're saying I have to retract my statement. Sorry, vegan council, you're just breaking up there. I'll talk to you after the show. The vegan council are very strict on the rules. They play it by the book, unfortunately, so they're a bit annoyed at me. But I try my best. I'm a sinner. But I say my Hail Marys and all that, and give the old nod to Allah, hope for the best. Ideally, keep your naps under 20 minutes. What is up with these lads? Is it 20? Are we going for 90 minutes here? I like the sound of that 90 minutes for creativity. That was... I could get into that now. There's a... Dr. Boogie will be coming back live on the podcast, and he's going to be talking about all sorts of mad things to do with sleep. Experimental sleep. Anyway, if you have got more time, a nap of 45 minutes also boosts your sensory processing, creative thinking. If you go longer, aim for 90 minutes, so you'll work your way through all the sleep stages. There, birdie cunts, get your own podcast. Fucking, they're hijacking this podcast. If you go longer, aim for at least 90 minutes, so you'll work your way through all the sleep stages and you won't be wake up disordered. That's the old life hacker there. Alright, can we get a drum roll please? NASA hack is coming up after the break. I wanna know what a nasanap is. Let's see. Climb closer to our beloved. Oh lad, this started so well. In case you didn't notice that. Take two. Have a sup of the old sponsored drinks here. Oh shit. Closer to her beloved. Not many bridges left to burn. Nearly got the confidence back. And it's deeper and quick, stepping the game up. Not many bridges left to burn. Nearly got the confidence back. And it's deeper and quick, stepping the game up. Swimming through the slots and waste, living beyond one's means is a stressful habit. Clenched fists and bruised friendships. No morals could benefit from this. No much less done through repetitive strain. Override instinct, misguided amateur. Nice guys finish last. It's prominent history and reproduction. This isn't change. These were New Year's resolutions. 'Cause I'm closer, yes we know, to the time wasters. Don't give them anymore. Only bearable how near that pretty infamous prize. Living beyond one's means is a classless habit. Clenched fists and bruised friendships. No morals could benefit from this now. Closer, yes we know, to the time wasters. Don't give them anymore. Only bearable how near that pretty infamous prize. Living beyond one's means is a stressful habit. Clenched fist and bruised friendship. That's what it's benefit from this. I'd like to thank all the little birdies on backing vocals there. Man, they're really taking over. They couldn't give a fuck that I'm doing a podcast right now. They're just like, listen, Vegan Steve, I'm trying to build a nest here. I got 6 kids to feed. I don't have time to be quiet for your fucking podcast. We're about to find out what a nasanap is. NASA. A major fatigue countermeasures recommendation consists of a 40-minute nap, nasanap, which empirically showed to improve flight crew performance and alertness with a 22% statistical risk of entering SWS. And SWS, we all know what that means. What the fuck is SWS? Super nap. Oh fuck, power nap. Lads, I think a nasanap and a powernap are the same thing. Because that's, are powernaps real? 20-minute power nap, sometimes called a 2-stage nap, is a good technique for alertness and motor learning skills, like typically playing the piano. What happens if you nap for more than 20 minutes? Research shows longer naps help boost memory and enhance creativity. Sounds like Garfield the cat wrote that one, but we won't ask any questions. Life hack. Reasons not to feel guilty about napping. Napping has new. Oh, they're after writing millions of miles of articles on this. So, if you like aliens, here's a film for you. Film review. War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds is a science fiction novel by English author H.G. Wells. First serialized in the 1897 by a big magazine there. And the film what the fuck's going on here? War of the Worlds. It's a fucking. There's a load of aliens. They come out of the ground, and Tom Cruise is in it, and a lot of aliens come out of the ground, and it's fucking wild. The whole concept is the aliens fucking plant themselves in the ground, like ships there, and then they waited like 1 million years or something for humans to like fucking come alive, and then the aliens came back, hopped in their ships that they buried in the ground, and just started eating everyone and using our blood as, what's that thing called, like silage, like manure for help feeding the crops. They were harvesting the humans. That's fucking wild. So yeah, a classic film of aliens trying to take over the world. Steven Spielberg directed it. Loads of people didn't like it because they didn't think it was as good as E.T. and another film he did, which is in the same vein, Close Encounters, I believe. So this is kind of like his third space one, as far as I know. Fuck me, it's brilliant. The special effects are top notch, and all the rest of it. Story, grand. About a dad who doesn't like his kids. He's like, fucking not into these. And then nearly loses them all, being chased by aliens and shit. And then it's like, family, yeah, we're all together, yeah, cool. So yeah, it's fucking class. You can keep your zombie films. I'll keep War of the Worlds. It's a heavyweight film. 2005. Small cast, shot very quickly. All very good signs. Like the horror movie signs. I'm big into alien flicks myself. Sure, there's somebody got the fucking what the fuck? The alien starts down then Solar Dakota Fanning's in it, and some other lad you probably know, called, not that lad, we'll keep going. Not her. Timothy Francis Robbins. There you are. You might know that lad. Fucking Tom kills him. Fucking hell. Save his daughter. But yeah, there you are. It's fucking brilliant. It's like it's a classic heavyweight and all that shit. So there you go. Right, that's my contribution for film reviews. That was film reviews with film reviews. Right. The conspiracy theories seem to have calmed down a bit, which is cool. That's the fly. We're gonna call him Roger, I guess. There must be a fly in here somewhere. What the fuck? Yeah. So, Catholic leaders to discuss reopening churches. Great. How are the comments getting on here? That's why I open these, for the comments. Real people. Morris O'Neill says, great news, and it's faith. Keep. Great news, and it's faith that keeps myself going in these testing times. That's the most famous comment there at the top of the list. David Caffey says, well, if it's not working, why rush to reopen churches? Oh, now listen, I'm going to stay out of this and just let these lads fight it out. Jeez. John Jones says, I've been eating at home and having a few drinks the last few weeks. Sure, let's not open the pubs and restaurants either. Let's all be hermits. Okay. There you are. Some lad says. Oh, who's this? D. Whoever that is says. If he could meet with the HSE and cancel the contract to prevent people dying from not getting the treatment and procedures they need in private hospitals, that would be swell. Jeepers. Margaret McGray says, swell, question mark? Really, just let him do his work. Ooh, yeah. Jeepers. Mary Morrissey says, welcome to the public health service. Oh, jeez. Alright. Trevor Flanagan says, non-essential services, leave them closed. Oh, damn. Smiley says, well said. Jeez, getting very bold. A lot of people here don't seem to, I don't know why, they don't seem to be too happy with religion. Mad. David Harris says, like IKEA, golf courses, etc. Open them up and return to normal. The roads are kind of opening up on Monday. Matt Humphreys says, your faith is in you, but not a building. Need some places of worship for inner peace. This can be achieved with social distancing if more services are provided. That sounds fucking hard. That sounds terrifying. Oh my god, 100% of the church I'll stop it. Was built upon a person, not a foundation. We might move on to a different one. It's getting hot and heavy, sweaty. Oh, there's a picture of two popes kissing. Jesus. And what they have to say? Don't worry, all the verses of God will understand. And eventually, after a few months, the months and millions of prayers gave a scientist the knowledge to create a successful vaccine. Yeah. Put your faith. Get down on my knees and pray for Jesus. Old Testament contains sound advice on how to recognise and slow down the rate of plague, says Pat Cologne. There you are. Oh, fuck. Sorry for cursing there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in. What's this lad say? A lot of people who went to church regularly are cocooned at home waiting for next episode of #NormalPeople. Alright. The Portobello says they are all on BBC Blair. Is there any nudie bits, Father? Says Joe Toner. Marine says, sure, all the elderly people are advised to cocoon. If they open churches, these people will feel obligated to attend. Hey. Derek, who has his pictures of a Lego man, so he's not taking himself too seriously, perhaps. We'll find out what he has to say. He responds to Marine, and he says, they are also primary, the most risk, but leave them at it. Didn't give God them feel will sure. Don't God give them free will sure. Right. Maybe English isn't his first language. Either is mine. Moving on. Kev says, supposed all the other religions can just get stuffed. Oh, damn! Yeah, what about all the other churches of religions? Jeepers creepers! Alright. So people are giving out loads. Grat says, those collection plates won't fill themselves, you know. Yeah. Mark Downey says, maybe because there are thousands of school children waiting to make their communion and confirmation. There's definitely someone's outside going, oh, so we can't have our leaving cert. Oh, but they get to have their communion. Oh. Maybe. Alright. So we'll keep it moving. Keeping it lit, doing your bit. Still, people very concerned with domestic abuse over the lockdown. Not ideal, and I don't know what to say about it. I don't have anything responsible to say on it. If you want some distasteful jokes, I'm your man, but anyway. Cabinet set to sign off first phase of the old COVID easing restrictions. Alright, so how do people feel about the restrictions being lifted? Alright, so let's see. Tony Higgins says, 35 minutes ago, hot off the press, ladies and gentlemen. It'll burn your fingertips. Right. Here we go. Looking forward to a round of gold when the course reopens. Maybe he meant golf. Sharp Else Mate says, that's what the Anglo-Irish bank lads used to call it. Alright. Francis McCarthy says, is it 9 out of 18 carat course that you play? Alright. Gary O'Connor says, yeah, surely golf should be grand. 2 meters. Anyway. The people did not vote this cabinet. They refused to obey electorates and seized, though, through against violence for change on big problems. Yikes. David Sanders says, in response, and this has what to do with anything. Politics, ? Is is like chess. It's not like checkers. It's like chess. Nothing stopping the other parties from forming a government, and he goes on about, just list them all off there. Right. Pedro says he gives a link, so this could be an anthem. There should be no restrictions. It is actually causing more health damage. Listen to Prof. Dolores Sumvad on this link. Yeah. But like, to be honest, people are doing what they want. Like, they're having childminders come mind their kids on bikes and stuff, but it's up to them, I guess, isn't it? Bag of cans in the field, anyone? Says James Quinn. Ah, bless. Right. Dennis Remy says, how about using empty private hospitals for the sick, essentially meat factory workers? Oh shit. There's a lot of family sick workers, meat workers. Oh, that must have something to do with the article I didn't read. I started reading the comments. Alright, so sick essential meat factory workers. Oh, okay. Alright, so okay. No, I don't think I did miss anything. Jim says in response to that one, do they need to be hospitalised? Not everyone that contract the virus needs to be hospitalised. At present, the ICU beds are available in public hospitals. Oh, damn. That's pretty good, isn't it? Elon Musk, as I said, was, like, show me the bodies. He hasn't heard of anyone who's died of it. Jeepers. That was his statement, and then loads of people are giving out about that now. So, anyway, this is Stephen Walsh. What's the betting they make a balls of it? Alright. Jim Bucket says, in response, that will be up for the people of Ireland to do whatever. Rema John says, all the lifting will not make sense if the 5k travel restrictions remains. Yeah. Fabio Dillon says, good news. I can see my dad on his course first thing on Monday morning. I can see my dad on his COURSE. Is that cruise? Alright. Possibly a joke. Luther Cooper says they are mostly all open already. Coffee shops here even have seating outside because there's a lot of businesses that just are fucking open on the cheeky. Anyway. Shh. You heard nothing. You just look out your fucking door, like. Anyway. Oh, yes. Okay. So, Zooming, FaceTiming, and finding your light surviving working from home. So, a lot of shiting on. Let's see if there's any good comments here. Seeking the Truth says, a lot of people at it. I like it. People who are working from home and having virtual meetings for hours a day will thank you for using these tips. Great article. Russia Today. It's time for the news. Blaze rips up through chemical plant near Venice. Venice. Residents warned to block windows with damp rags to stop toxic smoke. Jeepers. An explosion at chemical plant in the industrial zone of Malconta, that's Malcontenta, near Venice, has triggered a major emergency response. There you are, so there you are. Oh, there's loads of pictures of fucking just people. It's hard to take lads seriously with fucking masks and gloves on when they're giving a speech. There's like just fucking their eyes just going fucking 90, and it could be fucking anyone talking. If Khalifa was around, Iran's FM ridiculous US snapback of UN sanctions needles Trump for anti-COVID disinfectant remark. This is Russia Today, people. Eye-rolling after CNN's teen panelist Greta Thunberg's implores world to listen to the experts on COVID-19. Oh, I'm sighing like a lad. Greta Thunberg sparked controversy after telling CNN viewers to follow the guidance of experts as the world combats coronavirus, even as the teen panelist admitted she's not an authority on the health crisis. Jesus Christ. I don't know. No matter what she said, there'd be people giving out about it, so... Oh, jeepers. Alright. Let's see. Tiger King lad is apparently being played by sorry, I can't remember his name. Scientists develop a new tool to fight against cancers and viruses that sequences circular DNA. China also China shreds US for decrying Beijing. Alright, so they're having a bit of tension going on there. Tax on the old to support the young. Oxford economist wants elderly to pay corona tax. So that'll fucking stir the pot. The elderly have already been hit the hardest with the coronavirus pandemic, but Oxford economist thinks that they should shell out to ease the economic burden on the young. He's since been accused of scapegoating the vulnerable. Yeah. Should look. Border wars, France and Spain. Eyeing tit for tat COVID-19 travel quarantines as EU leaves border control up to its members. France has threatened to quarantine incoming Spanish nationals. Oh, that's pretty cool though, that there's stuff you're let go through the border. I'm a bit behind the times. I thought borders weren't open yet. Sure, okay, cool. So it's different in every country, isn't it? I think you have to stay in your county if you're in Ireland, because you're not allowed. Anyway. past 5 kilometers or something. Spanish nationals, after the government in Madrid announced it would quarantine all incoming travellers across Europe. The reopening of borders is anything but smooth. And BuzzFeed, you mean outrage, clickbait isn't sustainable? Strapped for cash, BuzzFeed shutters UK and Australian operations. Notorious clickbait outlet BuzzFeed has shuttered shuttered its UK and Australian operations in what must be the end of an era, having learnt the hard way that even the biggest orgy of rage clicks doesn't translate to profits. There you are. Another Nessie. Fishing trip footage appears to capture Canada's legendary 60-foot long lake monster. So there's a Nessie in fucking Canada. Jeez. It's the war of the worlds. So how good is that? Aliens come try to fucking exterminate us. It's fucking, in the movie there's just fucking blood everywhere. It's fucking wild. Mental. But what's good is there's something in it for everyone. It's just very well made. So it's kind of hard to default. It's also a classic story. There's a history behind War of the Worlds. It was originally played on radio, and people started freaking the fuck out. It was done as like a joke or whatever. It was on the radio anyway, and people started freaking the fuck out. Reception. Here we go. It's right, reception. War of the Worlds was generally well received and favoured both among readers and critics. There was, however, some criticism of the brutal nature of events in the narrative. Okay. But yeah, someone would just be listening to the show on the radio, flicking channels, and then they'd hear, the fucking aliens are coming, they're outside. And people would be just channel hopping and go, oh, fuck me, man, the fucking aliens are here. So there was loads of throughout. It's been remade a few times, War of the Worlds. The machines are called tripods, by the way. Adaptations, lovely. Alright. War of the Worlds is a science fiction novel by English writer H.G. Wells. The plot has been related to invasion literature of all time. The novel has been variously interpreted as evolutionary theory. War of the Worlds has been both popular, having never been out of print, and influent, spawning half a dozen feature films, radio shows, record albums, various comics adaptations, and the number of television series and sequels. So yeah, there's even like a big TV show about it and stuff. Physical location. How you getting on with your mental health there, ladies and gentlemen? This is going to be the meditation zone. So I guess don't listen to this while driving. Alright. Alright. Should be going ear to ear. Let's get rid of some of that high end. Alright, there you are. So, what's getting on your nerves? What's getting it? Having a little rant there. Oh jeez. That fucking pig of an arsehole, misogynist pig you sleep with, fucking farting in bed. He's no fucking respect. He needs to fucking cop on, that's what he needs to do. Tell you what. There, I hope that started you off. Keep going. And boil that kettle to fuck. You deserve it. You work fucking hard. Tickle that subscribe button. Oh, ladies, you have an awful heart, do you not, ladies? Ladies, you have an awful heart. Oh, your man doesn't respect you, and all you do for him. Oh shit. Damn. It must be too loud to fucking reproduce or something. Alright. Things about men that annoy the woman. Come here. Oh shit. Oh god. Lads are disgusting animals, so it won't be hard. But what in particular drives people's kettles? Let's find out. The ever going on battle between the masculine and feminine, and even fucking. Here we go. Let's see. This is what happens when a man is extremely hungry. Alright, what did he get? He got something from the bakery and he just fucking ripped open the bag and ate into the bread. Alright. My husband put this back into the freezer. It's an empty tub of ice cream. So men putting empty things, having to go with the ketchup, all it's empty, fucking put it back in the shelf. Say no. Alright, let's see. My boyfriend put a plastic cutting board in the oven and I turned it on to preheat. And the plastic's just fucking melted all over the oven. Oh my god. Ladies, no one understands. Not right. The amount of cream cheese my husband left me in the fridge is this morning, and it just has like a nickel's worth. A dime. This is the way my husband hangs our son's shirt and just fucked it on the hanger like a fucking... Just, why would you take fucking... Why would you... I don't know why you'd spend 10 hours fucking... This must be one of those parents who irons their son's clothes or whatever, and the husband didn't put it on the coat thing. Maybe she's one of those pre-iron kind of ladies. I'd love to have my clothes pre-ironed. How would that be? When your man's equilibrium skills outshine yours, and the bog roll has run out, and instead of throwing the bog roll out, he just jammed another bog roll on top of the pre-used bog roll. So you got the old bog roll still in the recycling tin. This is why men usually open butter or pretty much anything else. So yeah, just fucking ripped open. No, like little lovely little dainty. Oh, they'll save that now. That'd be nice if it's to fold into itself. Yeah. My boyfriend puts the butter away like this in the fridge door. Oh, it's pretty good. Just put the clump of butter just in the fridge. No wrap, no whap, no nothing. When your husband puts dish soap in the dishwasher. Oh my god, it's fucking leaking all over the fucking place. Jesus Christ. My husband opens the orange juice. Doesn't use the screw top, just rips open the thing. Alright. My husband pouring something and this happens. Alright, it's just, they're not good at porn. Okay. Men are retards, I get it. It's fine. We're okay with it. Why my dad does this every single time. Piece of trash he is. He just... Do you know those flappy bins? They just put it on top of the flappy bin and don't actually push it through. There you are. I asked my husband to stir my drink, and this is what he did. Thank you. Exactly what I had in my mind. Alright, what did he do? Oh, he just put his fucking finger in it. See, it's great fun. It's great fun winding people up. So, things men do to fucking annoy women. Hogging the TV remote. Not helping around the house. Leaving the loo seat up. Here, that's culture. That's basic man culture. You can't be fucking with that. Not listening or selective hearing. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I can't even go into that. That's just a whole other thing. So, sometimes if there's a woman in the house, I don't know. So men tend to be just like, I'm saying this for a reason, and that's why I'm saying it. It's like, really love you, don't leave me, or whatever the fuck it is, or whatever it is. Do you want out in the shop? Yes, no, brilliant, let's go, bang. Whereas sometimes the feminine just kind of just like to check in all the time, going, oh, I was thinking about this, and how do you feel? Blah, blah, blah. And it can be a lot, because it's just, you have to filter out, because it's just so much information, and a lot of it doesn't even mean anything. It's just like random thoughts or whatever. It's just that it's a lot. So I don't know. I think there needs to be some kind of filter there. I don't know. It doesn't. It's all just a bit of sexist fun, isn't it? Not sharing their feelings. Here. Alright, might go into that one. Passing wind and burping. Well, that's just fucking disgusting. Can't be having that. He seems unsociable around your friends. Yeah, because they're fucking cunts. Sorry. What are you supposed to talk to them about? Fucking doing nails. Alright. Excuse me. I'm only messing. So, fucking hell, yeah. I don't know how you put up with this, ladies. But the feminine and the masculine need each other, don't we? You know how chatty and funny he normally is. So why does he clam up and go into another room when you're Mates call over. Jesus. Personally, I'm very antisocial, so. But anyway, should listen. Some people love talking about nothing, and that's fine. I don't know. Listen. Whatever you're into, it's fine. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, so we're leaving it there. It's been the Vegan Stephen podcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember, a close-knit group of women can seem pretty intimidating to a man. Fucking A1 they can. Particularly if you've known them for a long time. All the fucking in-jokes, yeah, Jesus. That suddenly all the burst out into laughter. Oh my god. Girls will gang up on fucking a lad and just be like, so, what are you doing with our fucking Pauline or whatever the fuck it is? And what are your intentions? And are you married? How much you earn? And fucking, tell us about your ex-girlfriends. Tell us about your ex-girlfriends. Here, mate. I'm not dating you. Fuck off. Anyway. It's all fun and games till people be getting snoopy. It's all fun and games, so you got something to hide. The way a group of male friends interact with one another, from body language to tell type of things they talk about, can be much different from females. And he may simply feel that he doesn't fit into your dynamics. Sometimes they may feel uncomfortable at things like fucking women talking about periods, man. Just leave it fucking out, like, don't need to hear it. Yeah, so I didn't know a lot of blood this week. How are you? Sometimes I just have to pretend females just don't have periods because I just can't psychologically deal with it. I know it's very immature, but I don't know. Sure, listen. Such is life. Neurotices. If you think the issue is more serious, or he has a specific reason for talking a dislike to your friends, this may be something to discuss with them. Yeah, like you wouldn't be going, here, your mates are all cunts around, just going like, saying hi, getting on. Right, you're talking about knitting. I might leave you to, because I fucking hate knitting. Or whatever it's in. I don't know, same with lads. If lads are talking about football, I'm just like, alright, I'll leave you to it. Anyway, she'll stay. Remember, women also have habits that men find irritating, baffling. What? Here. The key is to weigh communication and respecting one another of all time or something. Yeah. I think a lot of lads just get the fear of the gang of women ganging up on them and just asking like loads of things. Just doing like interrogating background checks and whispering to each other. Sure, I'm just getting flashbacks of primary school here, so don't mind me. Alright. Yeah. We've come a long way since primary school, haven't we? Alright, so have a great day. That was trying to be a bit light-hearted. The old we're all finding it hard, locked up with people in lockdown or wherever you're into. A lot of people getting divorced, a lot of babies coming on the way. A lot of people having grandkids, they can't see them yet. Alright, all the best. Boo! It's every day.